Hello, beautiful people! I am in the mood to share today, and so I'm going to show you some of my absolute favorite divination tools. And I hope you enjoy because I love divination and I love to see what works for other people and what they are drawn to. There will be one tool in amongst this mix of divination tools that I will be including that I have not yet properly learnt, but that I am thoroughly fascinated with, and I felt the need to add it. So let's have a little look, shall we? Woo! These are my deer bone runes. They were gifted to me by my beautiful friend Krishna Priya. Aren't they just absolutely divine? This is an anhydro quartz. It's a seer stone. It has a water droplet or two in it. It's very reflective, so I'm trying to make sure it doesn't reflect too full on. But it has water trapped on the inside, and as we know, water is the conduit to the divine. And I have larger pieces of this particular stone, but this is my favorite because it shows me the most. I have incredible insight with this stone. It's absolutely beautiful. Here we have my very dusty black mirror, which I created myself and which has so many sigils painted into it, it is ridiculous. My black mirror is a favorite of mine for this time of the year as we prepare for our descent into the darkness. It's absolutely fabulous. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's autumn here in the southern hemisphere, so we are about to go dark and cold, and that's so welcome. This is my beautiful Obsidian Sphere. I love this beautiful thing. I love it so much. I can't even tell you how long it's been since I have had it in my collection. I know that it's been more than 20 years though, and it is a personal favorite of mine. This beautiful piece of Smoky Quartz is one that I acquired when I was in Brazil. I saw it and I was seriously, immediately enchanted with it. And these surfaces are beautiful for scrying. They're just beautiful. And when you hold it, it just radiates this delicious energy. It's absolutely amazing. I cannot emphasize that enough. It's so beautiful. This is one of my favorite crystals of all time. It's a rather large piece of amethyst, and it was a gift to me by my beautiful father at a gem fest once upon a time, and I believe back then it cost around 400 Australian dollars. It is so beautiful. It's like a storm. It is like a storm. Look at it. Stunning, 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 stunning. Oh God. Beautiful for scrying. Absolutely beautiful. Here we have my favorite spirit work pendulum. This is Obsidian, Amethyst, Clear Quartz, and this is an ametrine point. It is a tumbled stone and it's not drilled into, and it has a really nice weight. And that's one of my favorite things about this. This is one that works really well with spirit work because of the way that the spirit interacts with the stone itself. It's a tug, it's a heavy interaction. It's very noticeable, it's very tactile, and that's why I really like it. Here are some of my other pendulums. This is a Shiva Lingam. It's the only Shiva Lingam pendulum I've ever seen. This was a gift to me. My beautiful friend KP at Scholarstart. And pendulum work is so unique in its own way. Each pendulum has a different voice. They're kind of like tarot and oracle decks. Each stone has a different voice, each pendulum has a different voice. And when you find one that works for a particular task, then hold on to it. Okay, so here we have that system that I'm not quite familiar with. These are buzios. I purchased these shells and we hollowed them out, and by we I mean my sister Adriana, oh sorry, Jennifer, my sister Jennifer and I. And there is a selection of shells, larger shells, smaller dark shells in there as well for Oyungs and I've got the material to learn how to use it. This is a bit of a tumble of other things. Oh, there's a piece of tourmaline. But this is a bit of a mix of things that I need to make into my set of buzios, and hopefully I will get the opportunity to learn a bit more how to use it, go through the books, go through the videos, talk to my family, and come up with a way to effectively read with these beautiful things. Okay, so I have these beautiful quills. Now, I utilize these beautiful quills for spirit work and divination. They are just such beautiful tools, and they exude a sense of mystery and magic to me. And so when I feel like doing spontaneous writing just for myself, then I have a tendency to reach for these particular quills and utilize the beautiful ink that comes with them. There is always Divination by Smoke, and I wouldn't say this is necessarily common, but because I use smudges, particularly Palo Santo, whenever I'm due to put this stick down, I notice what the smoke is doing, and it can tell me a little bit about how my session is going to go, or how my meditation is going to go, or how my magical working is going to go. There's just a little something in that smoke that speaks to me. A bit of candle divination. Everything on my table, everything on my altar, my reading space is a tool, I think. I don't have non-functional items. And then of course there's Divination by Cartomancy. This is what I've got on my table at the moment, but we'll have a look at my collection. Just a few of the shelves that I have got. I do love cards. I love tarot, I love oracle. I enjoy the Lenormand system. I just get this absolutely excited feel whenever I shuffle a deck of cards. It's so beautiful. It really lights me up on the inside. And then we have my messy bookshelf, right? Now, you might be thinking, why are you showing me books? But in truth, when it comes to divination, or when it comes to reading messages from spirit especially, then sometimes I don't feel like using any formal system, and I'll come and I'll just pick a book that's really speaking to me, and I'll flip it open and I'll do a little bibliomancy. So the books have to come into play. Okay, so that's about it. I've shown you a few of the little tools that I like to use, some of my favorites. There are so many others. When I started to look around, I'm like, oh gosh, there's so many of them. But I think I've pointed out some of them are pretty, some of them more commonly used by me personally, and the ones that I'm aspiring to learn how to use. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a thumbs up, and I'd love to see what you like working with in a divination sense, and if you're willing to share it in a video, then by all means do so. Much love, many blessings.